Welcome to our first look at the Christmas 2025 weather. Even though the holiday season still feels a long way off, there's already a sense of anticipation in the air. For many, Christmas is closely tied to memories of snowy mornings, frosty windows, and the hope for a white Christmas. But how do we even begin to talk about what the weather might be like so far in advance? It's November 6th, and while it's too early for a precise forecast, we can spot early trends using long-range models. These models are like our first glimpse into the future, offering hints and possibilities rather than guarantees. Meteorologists use them to get a sense of what the broad patterns might look like as we approach the end of December. At this stage, we're not looking for exact snowfall totals or pinpointing the temperature on Christmas morning. Instead, we're searching for the larger signals. Will the jet stream dip and bring cold air from the north, or will milder air from the south dominate? These are the kinds of clues that help us build a picture, piece by piece. Our main tool is the Climate Forecast System version 2, or CFS-V2, which helps us track evolving patterns week by week. This sophisticated model takes in vast amounts of data from around the world, everything from ocean temperatures to atmospheric pressure, and tries to simulate how the weather might unfold over the coming weeks. We also pay close attention to global climate drivers like El Niño and La Niña, which can have a big influence on winter weather patterns. If, for example, El Niño is strong, it might mean a milder, wetter winter for some regions, while La Niña could bring colder, snowier conditions. Think of this as a fun journey, more about spotting clues than making concrete predictions. It's a bit like being a weather detective, piecing together evidence from different sources to see what story might be unfolding. We're searching for early signs. Will it be cold and snowy, or mild and wet? Each year is different, and even small changes in the atmosphere can tip the balance one way or the other. Sometimes a single weather system in early December can set the tone for the rest of the month. These models can change a lot, so today's outlook is just a starting point. As new data comes in, the picture will become clearer, and we'll be able to refine our expectations. It's a process of constant adjustment and learning. The atmosphere is complex, and small shifts now can mean big changes later. A slight change in the position of the jet stream, or a sudden warming event in the Arctic, can ripple out and affect weather thousands of miles away. The real excitement is watching how these trends develop as we get closer to Christmas. Each week brings new information and sometimes surprises that no one saw coming. Will the cold signals grow, or will milder air take over? That's the big question, and it's what keeps meteorologists and weather enthusiasts coming back for updates. Let's dive in and see what the first data hints at for late November and the festive run-up. We'll look at the trends, the uncertainties, and what might be in store as the holiday season approaches. Whether you're hoping for a classic white Christmas, or just want to know if travel plans might be affected, following these early signals can be both fun and useful. It's all part of the excitement as we count down to the big day. The Christmas weather story is just beginning. Let's see where it leads, and enjoy the journey together as we watch the season unfold. As November ends, high pressure is set to dominate the UK's weather. This means calm, settled, and mostly dry conditions from around November 27th. But with clear skies, expect cold days and widespread overnight frosts. Icy mornings will be common. Fog could form, lingering in some areas and making for gloomy days. The transition from autumn to winter will feel sharp, with a real bite in the air. No dramatic storms, just a quiet, cold, and crisp end to the month. The stage is set for a wintry start to December. Early December brings a shift in the weather patterns, signaling the onset of winter. The days grow shorter, and the air takes on a crisp, biting quality. As high pressure moves towards Scandinavia, it sets the stage for a significant change in our weather. This high-pressure system acts like a barrier, redirecting the usual westerly winds. This change pulls in cold easterly winds, bringing a chill and some moisture from the North Sea. These winds are often brisk and can make the temperature feel even colder than it actually is. Eastern and southeastern UK could see the first snow flurries, just enough to spark festive excitement. These flurries are often light, creating a picturesque scene without causing major disruptions. Most areas stay dry, but nights will be especially cold with sharp frosts and icy mornings. The frost can create beautiful glittering landscapes, but it also means you'll need to scrape your car windshields in the morning. By the end of the first week, high pressure drifts west, switching winds to a northerly direction. This shift can bring even colder air from the Arctic, intensifying the wintry feel. This opens the door for more wintry showers, especially along eastern coasts. These showers can bring brief but intense bursts of snow, creating a winter wonderland effect. The ground stays cold, primed for any snow that might come later. This frozen ground can help any snow that falls to stick around longer, adding to the wintry atmosphere. It's a classic early winter setup, cold but not yet disruptive. People go about their daily routines, bundled up against the chill, enjoying the beauty of the season. The pattern is evolving quickly, so we'll keep watching for bigger changes. Stay tuned for updates as we monitor how this early winter weather develops. By mid-December, the weather takes a dramatic turn. High pressure blocks milder Atlantic air, allowing Arctic winds to plunge south. Northern and eastern UK could see significant snow, with daytime temperatures barely above freezing. Around December 13th, a low-pressure system may bring widespread snowfall, even to southern areas. Severe frosts and a deep freeze set in, preserving any snow that falls. This is the kind of wintry pattern snow lovers dream of before Christmas. The big question: will this cold spell last? If the models are right, much of the UK could be snow-covered by mid-December. Arctic air ensures any precipitation falls as snow, even in the south. Deep snow cover keeps temperatures low, creating classic winter scenes. Nights will be bitterly cold, with severe frosts, and temperatures plunging well below freezing. The snow is likely to linger, setting the stage for a potential white Christmas. As December 18th approaches, the UK is locked in a deep freeze. But can this wintry grip hold on? Or is a change coming? The models hint at a dramatic shift just ahead. As the days grow shorter and the festive lights begin to twinkle in windows across the country, the dream of a white Christmas feels closer than ever. The landscape is blanketed in snow, and the air is crisp and still, setting the perfect wintry scene that so many hope for each December. For a moment, it seems as though the classic postcard Christmas might become a reality this year. But just as anticipation builds, the latest weather models reveal a dramatic twist in the forecast after December 18th. The once dominant high-pressure system, which has been holding the cold in place, begins to lose its grip. This subtle but significant change in the atmosphere marks the start of a new weather chapter. With the high-pressure barrier weakening, milder Atlantic air masses are poised to surge back across the UK. These air currents, traveling thousands of miles over the ocean, bring with them not only warmth, but also increased moisture, setting the stage for a rapid transformation. In a matter of days, the deep freeze that gripped the nation is swept aside. Rain replaces snow, and gusty winds rattle windows, ushering in a spell of milder, wetter, and windier weather. The contrast is striking. One moment, the world is hushed and white. The next, it's alive with the sound of rain and the rush of wind. By December 21st, a powerful west-southwesterly flow dominates the weather pattern. This shift in wind direction is a classic signal that the Atlantic is back in charge, pushing away the cold and bringing in a much milder air mass. The snow that once covered fields and rooftops begins to melt rapidly, vanishing from all but the highest Scottish peaks. In the lowlands, the transformation is almost complete. What was once a winter wonderland is now a landscape of puddles and slush. The festive scenery, so recently bright and white, turns gray and damp. Streets glisten with rain, and the air feels heavy with moisture. It's a familiar sight for many in the UK, a reminder that winter here often means wet rather than white. This is the classic UK winter twist. Just as hopes for a snowy Christmas reach their peak, the Atlantic steps in to rewrite the script. Rainy days and mild temperatures become the new normal, replacing the icy grip of early December. The rapid thaw is a time-honored move in the UK's weather playbook. It's almost as if the Atlantic waits for the perfect moment when excitement for a white Christmas is at its highest, before sweeping in with a wave of rain and warmth, dashing those snowy dreams. This transition marks a pivotal moment in the holiday season. The weather's sudden change is more than just a shift in temperature. It's a reminder of how quickly fortunes can turn and how unpredictable the run-up to Christmas can be. As Christmas week approaches, the contrast between the wintry days before and the milder, wetter days ahead becomes ever more apparent. The weather patterns are in flux, and the festive mood adapts with them. The days leading up to Christmas may still hold on to a touch of winter's magic, with lingering snow in sheltered spots and memories of the recent freeze. But as the big day draws near, the forecast points to a significant change. The cold gives way to milder air, and the snow is replaced by rain and drizzle, signaling a new phase in the season. The great thaw arrives just in time to wash away widespread white Christmas dreams, leaving behind a landscape that's unmistakably British, damp, mild, and ever-changing, a true reflection of the UK's unpredictable winter weather. As Christmas week arrives, mild Atlantic weather takes over. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day look set for rain, wind, and above-average temperatures. The snowy scenes of mid-December are replaced by green fields and gray skies. Expect bands of rain, breezy conditions, and little need for heavy winter gear. Christmas Day will be unsettled, wet and windy for most, with only the highest Scottish peaks seeing any snow. It's a classic example of the UK's unpredictable winter, deep cold one week, mild the next. While not the festive ideal, travel will be easier with no ice or snow to worry about. The forecast points to a mild, wet, and windy Christmas for 2025. The Atlantic has won the holiday weather battle. The mild, wet pattern continues through Boxing Day and into New Year's. A strong Atlantic flow brings rain and wind, especially to the north with only brief drier spells in the south. Temperatures stay well above average, no sign of a return to cold or snow. New Year's Eve looks damp and breezy, so keep a waterproof handy for celebrations. The ground, once frozen, is now thoroughly thawed and saturated. The end of 2025 is mild and unsettled, perfect for indoor festivities. The dramatic swings of December highlight just how changeable UK winters can be. As the year closes, the Atlantic remains firmly in control. Early January 2026 continues the mild, unsettled theme. Rain, wind, and above-average temperatures. The ground stays wet, and it feels more like autumn than deep winter, but there are hints that high pressure over Scandinavia could return, possibly bringing colder air later in January. The classic winter battle may resume, Atlantic mildness versus continental cold. It's too early to say which will win, but the potential for more wintry weather remains. This forecast has taken us from frosty beginnings to deep snow, then a rapid thaw and mild end. Long-range forecasts will keep changing, so stay tuned for updates as winter unfolds. The story of winter 2025-26 is far from over.